I'm wondering, why are you here?
Silly Jedi! Silly Jedi!
I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
Hey everybody, this is Sean and I am the Hi-Fi Jedi. I want to welcome you to this first session of Jedi Live. This segment is going to be basically just me kind of talking about some new stuff in the record industry that I found out and some really good finds that I have got vinyl-wise this last week. Pimping out a little bit of Curtis May Live from 1962 in the background. So everybody kick back and enjoy the show. Let's see who we got coming in today. Hello, everybody. There you are. So today, what I want to talk to you guys about is the Whatnot app. This app for vinyl collectors is absolutely amazing. It's a seller's app, buyer's app. Basically, you can go in and set up to be a seller, and you can sell your goods, whether it be records or collectibles or what have you. And they've got it all set up for you to where it just makes it really easy. Now, I myself have found this app to be absolutely addictive. I mean, I love going to record shops. I love going and digging bins, but when you're in a local market and there's only a few handfuls of record stores around, you can't really record shop as much as you like because of the fact that you're not going to find anything other than the same stuff. They'll bring in a few new records here and there, and that'll be about it. And what this Whatnot has done is there is a myriad of sellers out there. And this is all live auction stuff, guys. So you basically go in, you're watching these guys sell their stuff live. They're pulling stuff out. They're able to show you everything and let you check it out. And it's really, really cool, man. I mean, I have just, like I said, I've been addicted to it. I've been in shops from Louisiana to North Carolina to Phoenix to New York. So you're getting a lot of reach out there to a lot of different kinds of music. And I have found just a ton of holy grails, stuff that I've been looking for a long time, and stuff that I really, really want to be able to enjoy and put into my collection, and get rid of some of the stuff that I don't listen to anymore, that kind of thing, make some room for the stuff that I've been wanting to hear for a long time. So anyway, I'm going to get into this with you. I've got a lot to cover. So I want to share with you guys some of the albums and stuff that I have been buying and bought here recently. First record I want to share with you guys is the new Prince Hits #1 and Prince Hits #2. Now, this is the first Prince basically greatest hits albums that they've came out with, and man, they're just chock full of hits. It's all his good songs. These are really, really good pressings. I've listened to them both a couple of times and just enjoyed it. And sometimes it's nice to not have to put 3 or 4 records on to hear all of the stuff that you want to hear. So a greatest hits album can be quite fun and enjoyable at times. So some of these different sellers, I want to definitely throw some props out to some of the people. Josh and Cody over at Special K Records. You guys are awesome. I love watching your guys' shows. You guys do really, really good things, and I like it. And all of the stuff that I've got from you is really, really good. In fact, I want to share with you probably the coolest record that I bought in a while, and I got it from these guys. And this is the Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. Now this is this is a video game soundtrack, if you will, that has a really, really cool record in it. Here's the gatefold, so it's got like the game type stuff on there, and then on the back, of course, you got your Liu Kang and the gang and Sub-Zero and everybody. It's pretty cool deal. But what I want to show you is this record, and this is the first one of these that I've ever seen. This is a double record that is filled with what looks like blood. And you can see that. I know that screen's kind of getting in the way, but you can see it. There we go. Trying to get situated with the camera here, but the blood, it's just super cool, man. I was so stoked to find this, and they gave me a good deal on it. I mean, I paid a premium for this record, but to have that in my collection for future days is just awesome. I was so glad to pick that up. Let's see, what else have we got here. Picked up the Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. Let me turn this up just a little bit here. That way I can kind of get up above that screen a little bit. Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. Love that record. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. You know what I mean? That's a really, really good record. I love it. And let's see. Joe Satriani, Surfing with the Alien. I just listened to this last night. Great guitar player, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with Joe. He does some amazing things. Also picked up, this is one I've been looking for a while, and this thing is like in near mint condition, in the shrink with the hype stickers. Queensryche Operation Mindcrime. The first time I heard this was on CD, but the vinyl, it is just amazing. I absolutely love it, and I will definitely be listening to that one for a long time to come. Now I want to thank my buddy Joe Bomenka that lives on the East Coast. I think he's in Pennsylvania. Introduced me to Rye Cooter. And Joe, thanks for introducing me to Rye. This Chicken Skin Music album is awesome, man. And I've got 3 other ones of his with a couple more on the way. And Joe's got a really, really nice collection. He's into vintage hi-fi. He's an Optonica guy. He's got a couple of amazing systems set up in his house. Joe's a really, really good guy, and I appreciate him a lot. Let's see what else we got here. Now this is a Yellow K Records production, Psycho Pomp. I have not listened to this yet, but those guys were so cool to me, and I've had so much fun watching their shows and stuff that I just had to go ahead and buy this. This was on their own label. Let's see. Of course, can't go wrong with a little Alice in Chains Unplugged. This is a sealed, it's a reissue. I think it's a 2015 reissue. But this is a really, really good record, man. Alice in Chains, definitely one of my faves. In fact, I remember seeing Alice in Chains back in the early 80s down at the Lone Star in Westport in Kansas City. Just a bar down there, and went down and saw them before they really were big and were anybody, but they jammed. I can't remember who opened with them, but they definitely had a great show. Been looking for this for a while too. This is Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti. And of course, this has the epic song More Than Words on it, More Than Words. You know the song. This is a great record all through and through, man. This is definitely one that I've been looking for a while. This thing was in VG++ with an excellent jacket and still in the shrink with the hype stickers. Really, really good pickup there. And the very, very last of the records that I needed to finish out my Steve Martin collection. The Steve Martin brothers. I found a couple of these that were really crappy and in bad shape, and I have been looking and looking. And I found this on Whatnot. Didn't even have to leave the house. In fact, I think I was even eating some yogurt while I bought this sucker. But this is a really, really great album. It's like it's got comedy Steve on one side and banjo Steve on the other side. So it's got his banjo music on one, and then it's got like his preacher, these entertainers who come out here, anybody who knows me has heard me do the preacher 100,000 times over the years. So that was a great album. And now I have the complete Steve Martin collection. Let's see here. Halsey Maniac, man. This is a really, really good album. I have listened to this bunches and bunches of times, and I can't say enough good stuff about Halsey. If you haven't ever checked out any of her stuff, that album Maniac is one of her best, and I really, really have enjoyed it. Okay, Bobby Blue Bland, Two Steps from the Blues. This is a 1961 Duke Records pressing. Really, really great record. This is one of my dad, Fred Terry's. This is one of his favorites. Dad, thanks for turning me on to Bobby Blue Bland. This record is really, really awesome, and I'm going to be looking for some more of his stuff in the future. And of course, we've got the old early Rolling Stones, His Satanic Majesty with the 3D lenticular art on the thing. This record is awesome. And just check out the I don't know if you can see. Yeah, see how that's kind of like that 3D. You know what it is. And the inside of this thing, this jacket is really, really cool. Got some amazing artwork on it and stuff. His Satanic Majesties, one of their early records. It sounds just super, super great. One of my all-time favorite bands, man, is Kraftwerk, German band. That basically pioneered synthesizers and making electronic techno music. This is a live session from Germany in 1971. This record actually is back more when they were really kind of messing around with their own guitars and that kind of thing, and hadn't really quite gotten full blown into their own homemade instruments. They made their own synthesizers, they made their own stuff. And if you haven't ever checked out Kraftwerk, guys, I highly, highly recommend them, man. They are really, really great. Let's see what else we got. Of course, I got a nice reissue David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. This is probably my favorite David Bowie album of all. It's got all of his really, really great hits on it. This thing was in really, really, really good buy, and I got it cheap. Also finishing out another one of my collections is the Cheech and Chong. This is the very last one of these. I've got Los Chicanos. I've got Up in Smoke. I've got Big Bamboo with the rolling paper in it, the big giant quarter pounder rolling paper, man. So I got that. That's a good one I've been looking for a while. And Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. This, you 80s people, hanging out at the pool hall when you were in early high school age. You know what this record's all about. This is a really, really good one to have. And this is a super, super clean copy. That's one of the things about this, man, is like these guys will pull these records out. They'll show them to you looking at it. And it's almost like I was in, let's see, whose auction was I in last night? I was in, oh crap, I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But this guy has got so many records that it's like he went back in time and made them and brought them home with him. They're like brand new. They are amazing. And I just could not believe the stuff that this guy's got. Thousands and thousands of mint collectible records. And he gets all drunk and like starts them at $1. So I've seen like some $400 or $500 records that he's let go for like $200. You know what I mean? And I got to look him up because he is one of my favorites. Hang on just a second, guys. Bear with me. I can't believe I can't remember his name right off the bat. Okay. Oh well, never mind. I'll look it up. But let me go change the record real quick. I'm going to flip over this Curtis May, and we'll keep on rolling. Give me just 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's keep on rolling. Okay. Now this next record I'm going to share with you. This album, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Rodriguez or not. Late 60s, early 70s, kind of a Brazilian psychedelic rock. This guy almost at times kind of has a Bob Dylan-esque voice to him, but he's very, very unique. And if you guys can stream this, man, definitely check out this album. Is probably one of the best records that I have listened to in a while. Very, very good. Very, very good album. And so glad to have that. Of course, now I got two here I got to share with you. So one of my favorite of all times, and I've seen him live at the Grand Emporium a couple of times, is Screamin' Jay Hawkins. This guy gets brought out onto the stage in a coffin, and he's got a little cane with a skull on it that he calls Henry. Screamin' Jay is the guy that actually originally wrote I Put a Spell on You. And just to give you a little bit of a background story on this, so I was with my buddy Rich at the Grand Emporium in Kansas City. In fact, let me look at the date. It was, let's see, Screamin' Jay. All right. It was, I was looking at my concert tickets over there. So it was in September of 1991. And I had one of my tie-dyes. You know, I used to make the tie-dyes and wear the tie-dyes all the time. And we were up on the front, and he was doing I Put a Spell on You. And when he sung the song, he pointed at me and he put a spell on me. And I was like, cool. It was an awesome experience. And then after that set, he invited us to come backstage with him and hang out. And he even gave me a cassette that he autographed of his latest album. And just a really, really cool experience. And this guy's songs are just totally wacky, weird. He's got one called Alligator Wine. He's got one that's called Constipation Blues. Screamin' Jay has got some really, really great stuff. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers. This is a really good one. This is a reissue. It doesn't have the actual zipper that comes up and down with the Andy Warhol underpants on it. But this pressing, I bought this one because it's a really good press and it sounds amazing. I absolutely, absolutely love it. And let's see here. We got Cocteau Twins. This is a 4AD production. This band is kind of, oh man, it's an acquired taste. It's probably not something that most people would like, but it's something that I really like and I've been looking for a while. Anything on the 4AD level label like Dove Syndicate, Stetsasonic, these guys, I mean, they got some good stuff. Tackhead is on You Sound, but they do have some collaborations with 4AD. Sisters of Mercy. This is a band from, I believe it's Holland. I got turned on to them by my buddy Harry Mullins about 20 years ago. Kind of weird, dark rock. Really, really good band. All right. Dire Straits, Communique. To me, this is their all-time best album. This thing just rocks. I know everybody likes Brothers in Arms or the self-title, but if you haven't heard this one, give it a listen. And I'll tell you what, I've always liked, the Money for Nothing and the ones that, were totally, mainstream, but I didn't really start enjoying these guys fully until I started, listening to them on vinyl, man. Their music sounds just absolutely amazing. Skinny Puppy, kind of a freaky electronic techno band. This is definitely an acquired taste too, but this is my favorite album of theirs, Vivisect. And it's good for a little chong action, if you know what I mean, and kick back and just buzz out with it. It's really, really good. Shocking Blue. Of course, these are the people that sung the song Venus. I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, pure desire. This is an original press. Now it's a knockout, but it's still in the shrink. Absolutely amazing. I picked this up at an estate sale with my buddy Blake Lusso last weekend and got some stuff from a collection. This is a really, really good listen right here. Plasmatics, Metal Priestess. Wendy O. Williams. This is some 80s, early 80s punk rock. This band is awesome. I had an OG press of this that my brother Kevin begged me to sell to him, and I actually did because the guy Dexter Wiggins that when we lived in Littleton, Colorado, first introduced us to this record, and I listened to it for the first time. So I thought, well, Kevin, I'll go ahead and give that to you. But this is a reissue that's still mint and in the shrink. Very, very cool band. Plasmatics, Metal Priestess. The old Bruno Mars 24 karat. I love this. Out at Lake City, working 12-hour shifts all night. This one would keep me on my toes and keep me moving. And I picked that record up for next to nothing. That was a really, really good buy. Let's see. Meat Beat Manifesto. Psych Out. This is a very strange band that just has amazing sound. And this is definitely good for a buzz. Listen to. Let's see what else we got. Little Fugazi punk band. This is a reissue. I actually bought this to resell. I have the OG version of this. Just kind of one of those good ones to jam on while you're in the car. Waiting Room, Bulldog Front, The Cure. Really, really good record. You guys would enjoy that. Let's see. Here's another. Hang on a minute. Get this off of here. Here's another one of those Rye Cooters. Kind of a bluegrassy listen. It's a really, really good, really, really good band, man. David Sher plays bass, Harvey Patel on sax, Earl Hines on piano. This is a good listen. This would be a good one to sit out back in the spring or summer and sip on your favorite beverage and just kick back and enjoy. And another Ry Cooder, Bop Till You Drop. This is a good album. This one came recommended to me from Joe too, and I took a listen to it. And Joe, thank you for hooking me up with that. Now I have an extensive Doors collection. I've probably got 20 plus Doors records, as you can see back here. You know, the Doors is always one of my favorites, man. In fact, when I first started getting into shrooms, that was about the time that Val Kilmer and the Doors movie came out, and we dosed up and went and saw that for the first time. And I always liked the hits, but man, that just turned me on to the Doors. So I started listening to them, collecting their stuff. I've got albums that, you know, you probably never even heard of. I got some bootlegs, and this is one that I'd never even seen before. And I found it on Whatnot, and I had to pick it up, you know, add to the collection. I don't know the history on this. I really haven't had a chance to read it yet. I just got it, so I'm kind of trying to figure that out. A little Stetsasonic, you know, a little dub reggae type stuff. Africa, Africa. That's a good record to dance to. That's a good dance record, man. And then for the old school part of it, I got into this one show that was just nothing but soundtracks, man, and got some really good copies. So give this a look, man. Who didn't love Buck Rogers TV show with Twiggy, you know, and you know, come on, man, Princess Adala and Wilma. I mean, come on. This was a great show. Tiger Man. Love this. And this thing is in primo shape. And kind of around that same era, the old Battlestar Galactica, the original. Seen the Cylons, and I was like, is that Battlestar Galactica? I was like, yep. So I had to get this one. I'll probably put those two up on the wall somewhere to go in the retro room, because that's definitely part of my past. I watched those shows like all the time when I was a kid. Just going to kind of go through these really quick. These Rodney Dangerfield, Easy Money, great movie. Really good tracks on that. Octopussy. You know, that there's really great tunes on a lot, you know, a lot of the James Bond soundtracks, man. I mean, besides the, you know, the James Bond theme songs and stuff, amazing. Now this soundtrack, this is a movie that if you have not ever seen this, Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee, Public Enemy, Radio Raheem, Sal and the guys over at the pizzeria. You got to see this, man. This even has Samuel L. Jackson in there. He was a DJ, played a great part. I remember going and seeing this at the Blue Ridge West when it was still there. And that is just pumped full of good albums, songs. And Christine, this is one of my wife's all-time favorite horror movies. She loves Christine, and they had a holiday show. I think this one I got from JB's Classics, and they put on a really good show. And blue translucent vinyl. This was a good record to have. Getting close, guys. In fact, give me just a second. Take a little breather and wet my whistle here. I hope everybody is ready for the holidays and got your turkeys in the refrigerator, getting everything ready to go. And I need to put mine in there today, as a matter of fact. Okay, this is the original King Kong soundtrack. There's really actually some great music on this, man. This is a good grab a cup of coffee, sit back with a newspaper or a magazine album and listen to it. It'll definitely take you back in time. um, Burt Reynolds, The Natural, really good movie. This is a Randy Newman. He did many soundtracks. He did most of the stuff for a lot of the TV shows back in the 80s. This has got some really great music on it as well. And I don't know if you guys remember this movie or not. Midnight Express. I have been looking for one of these for a long time, and this is still in the shrink and in mint shape. This is the movie about the guy who goes over and tries to smuggle Turkish hash back into the United States and gets caught and goes into prison and fights his way out of prison. Really awesome movie. Good soundtrack. And let's see what else we got. This one I picked up. This is a really cool album. This is a group called Frigid Pink from the 70s. These guys are all frozen in the ice cube there. Defrosted is the name of this record, and I've listened to it. It's weird, man. It's early 70s music. It's kind of Pink Floyd-esque. It's really wild, and I got that record. I got that record for $1. Really great. Let's see, what do we got? Atomic Rooster. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. They've been around since the 70s, man. Atomic Rooster's got some really good stuff. This is one of their later 80s production albums, Headline News. That's really good. And then to end off the show, guys, I appreciate you staying with me. It's been really fun, and just wanted to kind of introduce you guys into the world of Whatnot app for vinyl record collection or Star Wars stuff or comic books or whatever. Because I have found all of this stuff on that app in the last 2 weeks, and everything gets shipped to me. I didn't have any problems. But kind of in honorarium, I wanted to give a shout out to all the voters in the state of Missouri who voted for the legalization of marijuana. And actually, on the day of the election, I've been looking for an OG copy of this Peter Tosh Legalize It. Really great reggae album. You can see him there, appreciating his Jamaican right to smoke. And this is really good. I was glad to get this too. And so I've got a lot of records that I need to catalog and enjoy listening. I'm looking forward to the holidays. I'm looking forward to spending some time at home. I got cheese to smoke. I got a lot of orders from my customers, all my Wichita peeps. Hello. Thank you guys for the orders. My St. Louis people, thank you. So I'm going to get busy on doing that and jam on some of these tunes. So anyway, if you guys get a chance to check out Whatnot and see what's going on with it, and maybe even get set up yourself. I went in to set up so I can start selling some stuff because I need to thin the herd. I got a lot of records, and I got a lot of stuff that I don't listen to. And people are paying crazy money for some of these records, guys. And I'm going to cash in. In fact, there's two really big people, Dylan with Noble Records in North Carolina, and Mike with the In Groove down in Phoenix, which he's probably the premier vinyl destination in the United States. He's got a lot of audiophile stuff. He's got a lot of really good first press stuff, high dollar stuff. I mean, these guys are probably clearing, I don't know, thousands of dollars on each show. But anyway, give Whatnot a check out. Thanks for joining me here with Jedi Live. I had a really good time. I hope you enjoyed the show. And we're going to be doing a lot more of this stuff in the future. Hopefully next time we'll get some more people, try to pick a day where everybody's not out doing so much stuff. But I've been wanting to do this for a couple of weeks, and I'd been in the hospital with an ulcer, and I've been out of commission, but it was time for me to get back to doing some stuff. So anyway, you guys, happy holidays. Until next time, cue it, drop it, and crank it. Peace out.